Hi there, I'm Joyce Marder, the author of The Financial Mindset Fix, a mental fitness program for an abundant life. And congratulations on working this program. It is my hope and intention that the exercises in this program will help you build the skills for the 12 mindsets in the book, and that you will reap financial reward and improved mental health, improved work-life balance, and a life of abundance. And thank you so much for watching this wheel tutorial video. Honestly, in my speaking engagements, when it gets to the point where we work on the wheels, so many of the attendees are like, what are these? What are we supposed to do? I don't get it. Seems like a lot of work. And thank you for watching this tutorial, because I really believe in these wheel exercises. They're a great way to measure how you're doing on each mindset and identify your areas of strength and your areas of needed improvement. And in a perfect world, we would all have nice, huge, round, circular, balanced wheels. But because we're human beings and none of us is perfect and we're all works in progress, we have dents in our wheels. And part of being conscious about our mental health and our financial health is knowing what those blind spots are and knowing what we need to work on. So in this tutorial, I'm going to complete the financial health wheel, which is the first wheel in the book. It's in the introduction section. And I have been working on my financial health for many years, so my wheel is in much better shape than it would have been if I had done this for you 10 years ago or even 5 years ago. But I'm going to step you through it, and you can follow along by looking at the wheel either in the book, in the introduction, or by downloading your digital workbook on the exercise page, or the intro workbook, which is where the financial health wheel begins. And in each of those places, there is a description of what each of the spokes on the wheel means. So there's 12 different spokes, and each one of them correlates with one of the different mindsets in the chapters of the Financial Mindset Fix. So you're going to learn how to improve on each of these areas and develop many other skills as well. So we're going to start at the top of the wheel. The first spoke is own your worth. And a huge part of my book and my philosophy is that we have to know that we're deserving of financial prosperity in order to welcome it, in order to not self-sabotage. So owning your worth, we want to then measure, are we feeling poor in that area? Is that something that we need to work on? Maybe we're struggling with low self-esteem. Maybe our inner saboteur is sabotaging us. Then our tick mark would go toward the center of the circle. If we're doing fair, it would be a little bit more toward the outer. Good is even better. And prosperous, if you're feeling prosperous in owning your worth, you'd put a tick mark at the outside of the wheel. So I've worked a tremendous amount on this, so I am going to put my tick mark on prosperous. So I'm making it nice and big so that you can see it. The next spoke is budgeting. Do you have a budget? And are you living within your budget? Now I have a budget. Am I living within my budget? If Bill, my financial planner, were here, he would tell you, yeah, no. Sometimes I tend to go outside my budget, which is why it's so important to have regular meetings with him. So I'm going to say that I am doing somewhere between fair and good, if I'm being honest. And when you complete these, it's really important to remove shame and self-judgment and be honest with yourself, because that's how we get better. So timely bill payment. Yes, I am good about that. So I'm going to put that in the prosperous category. And then spending within my means. Uh-oh. Now, according to my financial planner, my means are less than what I like to believe that they are, because he's trying to keep me on schedule for retirement and other things like that. So spending within my means, honestly, I'm probably doing kind of poor to fair in that area. That's an area that I need to work on. Knowing my net worth, I am good about that. There are some investments that I've made that I'm not exactly sure where they're at on a given day. So I'm going to say I'm doing pretty well in that category. And that's really understanding your assets and your liabilities. So what you have in the bank, what you have in your home versus your student loans, your credit card debt, what you owe on your mortgage or your car payment. And then treating yourself within your means. Now, I'm great at treating myself. Is it always within my means? Not so sure. So I'm going to put good, because I am good at practicing self-care and purchasing items for myself that help me feel good about myself and take better care of ourselves, because money is a resource to take care of ourselves and our loved ones and the world around us. And at the bottom here is financial planning. I do have a solid financial plan, and I've learned that the hard way. As you'll read in the book, I've made lots of mistakes. So I am going to say I'm prosperous in financial planning, because my advisor, Bill, works with my husband, Jason, and I, and he does future projections. And he shows if we spend and earn at the rates that we are, when can we retire, and how comfortable is that retirement going to be? Financial advisor check-ins. Now, we meet with our advisor quarterly. I meet with my CPA. We have brief check-ins really every month so that he understands my business earnings and expenses. And each of us have different needs in this area, but you'll read in the book that financial check-ins with your advisors, whether that's your debt consolidator, counselor, or a financial planner, those are important. So I feel like I'm doing well in that area. Charity. So you'll read in the book that this book is not about greed. It is not about selfishness or material excess. It's about financial health and well-being. And when we're financially healthy and well, we can give to organizations that are meaningful to us so that we can be part of the greater good. I have hopes to be a greater philanthropist in the area of mental health in my future. So with charity, I feel like I could do better with organization of that. I give to a lot of charities kind of here and there haphazardly as I receive Facebook requests or GoFundMe requests or maybe political campaigns. I always try to give to environmental campaigns, social justice campaigns, but I don't have a real solid plan or even budget for my charity. So I'm going to put myself kind of in the middle in that category. Negotiation. You'll read in my book that I say healthy self-esteem is midway between diva and doormat, and I still vacillate between those. And there are times that I definitely veer toward doormat, and I don't ask for what I need and deserve. And so that's something I need to continue to keep my eye on. So I'm going to put myself in the middle there. Risk tolerance. As an entrepreneur, I do have healthy risk tolerance. I know it takes money to earn money, and I practice healthy detachment with some of the risks that I take in my work. And I also have insurance in place so that I don't have to worry as much if something catastrophic happens. So I feel like I'm doing better in that. And saving and investing through the financial planning. My financial planner is much more conservative than myself, so he's a good check and balance for myself and my husband. And so I feel like we're doing pretty well there. So once you've completed all the spokes of your wheel, you connect the dots. And by doing so, you can identify your areas of strength and weakness. So here you see that my wheel is not a whole complete circle. And then I have some dents. I have to live within my budget, spend within my means. I need to treat myself within my means. I could work better on negotiation and having a plan for charitable contributions. So by having this insight, we can celebrate our strengths. Like, hey, wow, I'm doing great in some of these categories, but you know what? These other categories need some needed attention so that I can get better at that, developing that skill. So I encourage you to share your wheels with others, to share them with your financial planner or your debt consolidation counselor, or your therapist or counselor, or maybe in your book club, and discuss and compare how you're doing so that we can learn from one another's strengths. So please complete the wheel exercises, and these are exercises that you can complete again and again as you work the program, and just kind of check in with yourself and see how you're doing. So thank you so much for your time and attention, and I hope that you receive a lot of value from the wheel exercises in this book. Thank you.